Jason, given the way things had been going, you look at your guys tonight, what was different about their approach and the way that they came out?
Well, those guys in that locker room, I think, finally said they had enough. They were talking for 48 minutes. The schemes defensively or offensively weren't always perfect, but those guys stayed the course. You look at the third quarter, those guys came out and acted as if it was the first quarter. And so you can see the growth, but you got a bunch of guys in there with pride, and they understood what they had to do tonight against the division-leading, Raptors, and got a big win on the road.
You mentioned the third quarter. We've talked to you about it so much. Did you do anything different in the locker? I mean, was there a different feel in the locker room, or do you think it was a matter of what they did coming out of the break?
No, we just we talked. We didn't even talk about the third quarter. We just talked about what we did in the first half, what worked, what we need to continue to look at, and those guys built on that lead in the third quarter. And then coming down the fourth, I'll take a little of the blame. I should have probably just stayed with the group that was going because we were in that situation in Washington. But I was just focused on trying to close the door so we can, get a win. And so, we'll get better at that. But those guys who got us that lead, the guys off the bench were huge for us, and they've been like that all season.
Jason, saw your reaction after that Valanciunas did miss. Was it just kind of a sense of relief and escaping with one for one seed?
Yeah, I just mentioned the Washington game. We get the stop, and someone tips it in. So, it was more, I thought Amir had a great look. I thought that was the one that was going to hurt us. I didn't know if he had time to control the tip or, get the ball. But, they had a great look to win the game at the end. But the guys fought on the road against a talented team, and we got to win.
You mentioned it, but why did you decide to switch up there? You're going to stop. Were you afraid those guys got tired? Or?
No, I thought I had went long with those guys again, and I was in that situation in Washington, and I wanted to, be able to close the door with those guys, and it's something we're going to work together at. Maybe not bring them all back at once, maybe go one by one, but I was confident. We made some turnovers, but we stayed the course. And the one thing we've always been talking since training camp is that our defense is going to win ball games, and we got to stop.
You have preached not giving up second chance points. This team leads the league in them. What did you see out of your guys tonight that allowed you to keep that at a minimum?
Well, I think everybody's involved. If you look at the stats, everybody had 5 or 6 rebounds across the board. And that's what team rebounding does. We are a big team, so from our point guard, to our center, everybody's involved on the defensive rebounds, and we even got some offensive rebounds tonight.
What do you think of your rotation? I know you brought in Garnett earlier, and you have in the past, and then eventually played for
The guys that played tonight, whatever minutes they played well, and they played hard. And again, we can't play everybody on it, every night. But we got to now turn the page and get ready for the Lakers, and the guys who didn't play have to be ready.